Radha everyone. Today we are going to watch a video about Shri Radha written by Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj from the book Prem Madira, and it's translated by Dr. Bhageshwari Didiji from Radha Madhav Society, United Kingdom. My humble pranams to my Gurudev's divine lotus feet for giving the world the precious treasure of knowledge about Shri Radha, and not only the knowledge but the divine form for all of us too, the precious treasure of the divine form of Shri Radha for all of us to meditate upon. Along with me, you all can do pranam to my Gurudev's divine lotus feet. Jai Jai Shri Radha. Prem Madira, Shri Radha Madhuri. A gopi seeing Kishoreji dressed up as Shyam Sundara says, "O Sakhi, the sight of that fair complexioned cowherd boy is enchanting. The turban tied to his head is tilted, and his curly locks are also awry. The peacock feather which is tied to the top knot is also crooked, and tilaka on his forehead is also slanted. He has beautiful sidelong glances, and the flute that he holds in his hands is held at a crooked angle. The two ends of the cloth on his shoulders are also flying askew, and the garland around his neck dangles crookedly to one side. The kinkini on his waist is worn at a slant, and so are the anklets on his feet, and he is walking in the meandering, swaying style of intoxicated. Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, her crooked smile as a cowherd boy puts to shame even Tirachi Lala, the crooked Shyam Sundara. How do I even begin to describe that supreme entity known as Shri Radha? The same impersonal Brahm who is meditated upon by great Paramahamsas like Shukdeva and the four Kumaras, Sanaka and so on, is nothing but the effulgence of Shri Radhika's jewel-like toenails. The Vedas cannot even know that entity known as Brahm, considering it to be beyond the grasp of the intellect. Shri Krishna is the source of that Brahm, is being the luster of his transcendental body. That very Shyam Sundara worships Shri Radha, says Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. Therefore, O Jnanis, abandon your jnana and worship Shri Radha without attempting to fathom her intellectually. Kishoreji has an extremely sweet and lovable smile. I cannot even for a moment forget the flutter of her gorgeous blue lehenga. She wears a beautiful jeweled crown with a crescent-shaped chandrika on top, and strings of pearls hang down from it. Her plait is so long that it appears to be attempting to kiss her ankles, and her exquisite brows are arched like bows. Her beautiful, restless eyes, filled with the nectar of divine love, infatuate Shyam Sundara. Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, I sacrifice my body, mind and soul on the innocent face of my sweet Kishoriji. Kishoriji has a sweet, simple nature. Shyam Sundara is completely enslaved by her innocent eyes and glances. The sweet smile on her utterly innocent face is also infinitely demure and innocent. When Shyam Sundara hears her artless talks of love, he sacrifices his very self on her. Kishoriji, in her naivety, seeing her own reflection in the jewel on Shyam Sundara's chest, assumes it to be some other lover of Shyam Sundara and shows her divine resentment through a leela of mana. However, the most astonishing thing is that along with being supremely innocent, she has complete mastery of all 64 arts, says Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. Kishoriji's jewel-like eyes are slightly reddish. It appears as if the pinnacle of divine love in the amorous sentiment in its most relishable form oozes from these eyes day and night. Even more love-laden than her eyes are her amorous glances which own Shyam Sundara ceaselessly. The extraordinary thing is that Shyam Sundara constantly craves to see these sharp in terms of their ability to wound his heart side glances, and he experiences no peace till he sees them. Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, "Why can't describe the bliss that one experiences when Kishoriji speaks in her utterly sweet voice?" Jai Jai Shri Radhe. I would like to share about my divine master, my divine spiritual master, for all of you. For he has given the world the precious treasure of divine knowledge, love for God. And not only the knowledge, but my spiritual master has given the divine forms of Shri Sita Ram and Shri Radha Krishna for all of us to meditate upon. All glories to my divine master. He remains ever intoxicated in the amorous pastimes of the rasa. of the divine couple to the degree that he appears to be Rasa Raja, the personified form of the topmost sentiment. Simultaneously, his causelessly merciful nature towards fallen souls remains fully manifest. Rasika's sins are of many levels, but he is the crest jewel of Rasika's saints as he forcibly imparts the bliss of divine love even to undeserving fallen souls. He himself remains immersed in the ocean of divine love of Shyam Sundara and immerses those surrendered to him in the same bliss. Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, I am blessed today in this world by virtue of having taken shelter of such a master's lotus feet. Oh mine, I would like to share with you all about the importance of a spiritual master in our life. Oh mine, Sri Krishna and his devotees are one. Oh mine, Sri Krishna and his devotees are not two entities. Sri Krishna is where his devotees are and his devotees are where he is. They cannot be separated from each other. Bhagavad Gita, from Bhagavad Gita. Since they each desire the happiness of the other, they remain each other's servants. But this is beyond the comprehension of all. Both God and the saints act ceaselessly only for the welfare of others. By washing away the sins residing in the minds of the fallen souls, they can be compared to water and waves which, though referred to differently, are in fact one and the same thing. Yes, God and Guru, they can be compared to water and waves, which though referred to differently are in fact one and the same thing. Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says, nevertheless, your self-interest is to be attained only through the saint in whom God resides, because God will become accessible to you only after the saint has bestowed divine love on you. All scriptures from the Vedas to the Ramayana state the importance of a guru or spiritual master. One who is both Shostriya and Brahmanishta, that is, conversant in all scriptures and must have realized God. In fact, all religions stress that the guidance of a guru is indispensable to attain the supreme goal of God realization. Though the praises of Guru are glorified throughout these sacred texts, I would like to read more about my spiritual master in further videos. Now let's all start practicing to unite our mind with God and get rid of all these material sufferings which we are all undergoing each and every day, at home, office, outside, inside, with other people, not only with other people, with our own mind. To get rid of all this pain, you have to connect your mind with a divine spiritual master, to get rid of all these material sufferings and to lead a peaceful life and to walk in a path of God realization. Listen to my divine master, my divine spiritual master's lectures, his teachings through Kripalu Nidhi. You can download this app, okay? Then we have Sanatana Vedic Dharma app as well. You all can download that. One stop you can get all his lectures, his teachings, his kirtans, everything. You can enjoy the spirituality as much as you all can. Your mind needs vaccination, divine vaccination, to get rid of this mind viruses like anger, greed, jealousy, fault finding, hurting others, hurting ourselves with bad thoughts, bad thinkings, negative thinkings. Depression, worries, etc., etc. Keep your mind fit. How you are giving your body good exercise, good food, healthy food. What is the use of giving your only a body healthy food and keeping fit by doing exercise? You have to give healthy food for your mind. How to give healthy food to your mind? Uniting your mind with the divine association, godly saints, his teachings. Practice, follow his instructions and practice and see for 1 month how much you are improving. Let's start make our mind fit by doing mind exercises like uniting our mind with God, the saints, following his teachings. Practice, practice, practice. This is the best exercise for your mind. Please don't forget to share this video to your friends and relatives. And as well, please subscribe to our YouTube channels. To read Prem Madira book, you all can browse our JKP literature online shop. And don't forget to download the apps. For your body, you all spending so much money. For your mind, why you are afraid to spend money? Yeah? I will catch you all soon with another videos. Thank you. Radha Radha everyone. Stay tuned.